Hi, YouTube family. Welcome to PeaceOfRen, where we drop gems and we speak for them. Did that sound like a symphony? I don't know. This is episode 4 of my video journal and documenting my existence, okay? And literally, this is just me getting ready for my day. But this is one of my favorite parts of the day because I feel like I am so sorry if y'all hear that train. They are really messing up the vibes. Hold on. You know what? That's okay because I lied anyway. This is episode 5. Okay, episode 5. All right. But yes, this is one of my favorite parts of the day because I feel like beauty is really a ritual. And what is funny about this is actually when I had my daughter in 2024, I really stopped getting dressed and stuff. And I was breastfeeding. Y'all, look, when you breastfeed, you kind of start dressing for convenience, okay? Oh, there go the train starting up again. You kind of start dressing for convenience, right? And so, like, this just feels so chaotic. Hold on. Okay, so you start dressing for convenience. And you know what feels significant about this? I feel like it feels chaotic because I'm painfully aware of everything going on around me right now. And that is kind of what happens when you get swept up in life, right? And because I got so caught up in everything going on around me, I felt like that caused me to neglect myself, as we have been talking about. Your self-care is the first thing to go always. So we're getting back to self. And I would get my daughter dressed every day, and I would feel like comfortable, but I wouldn't really like get dressed, like put that on or like do my accessories and the things that make me feel good. And I was like, well, I'm not going anywhere. And the spirit was like, yeah, but neither is she, and you get her ready every day. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. So, and especially when you work from home, I know it can be easy to have that mindset. And I'm not saying you have to get all glammed up if that's not your thing, but do the things that make you feel good. Like, one thing I'm gonna do is put on an accessory, okay? I love my hair clips, I love my necklaces, my bracelets. Like, I've always been that type. I've always been that kind of expressive type. Now, as an adult, I wear a lot more like just black and like natural neutral colors and like very earthy, but I still love my accessories. I love my body sprays. I love my oils. That's what y'all see me putting on. I love my lip gloss. Actually, I lied. I like lip oils. I did not know that there was a difference, but I have bought these lip oils from the Dollar Tree and they are so good. Excuse me. But then I have bought this lip gloss when I was out at Walmart, just a good old clear lip gloss, and I realized I did not like it. It was too sticky. So I'm thinking that maybe I might be more like, oh my goodness, excuse me, a lip oil girly instead of lip gloss. And that is perfectly fine, okay? But yes, I love getting myself ready because it just like, you watch you transform into a new person. And it hits different when you love yourself and you've seen yourself in all the different seasons of being. Because I have gone through, in the last few years, so many different stages of stripping myself down. Like, I went through the process of, I took out all my body jewelry and face piercings and all kinds of things. And I mean, you can't erase the tattoos, that's gonna be there. But I've seen myself when I lost a lot of weight. I've seen myself gain a lot of weight, and I've learned to love myself in each season. I see myself with body hair, without body hair. And it's some body hair I would rather keep. I used to shave my armpits, but then one time they just became like really sensitive. So I kind of stopped shaving them. And I'll try to do it every now and then, but they still get sensitive. So I stopped doing that. But I don't mind my underarm hair, okay? I really only shave my legs for real. And like, do little trims in other places. We're not gonna get into that. The point is, you set the standard of beauty and what that looks like. And going through this process, I'm realizing that less is really more. I do not like a lot of stuff. I have refined my closet and my taste and just aesthetics so much. And I'm about to do it again. I'm literally looking around my room when I record things like this, thinking like, I can get rid of that. I don't use that. Like, I just don't like having a lot of stuff. Ever since I learned about minimalism, you know, things really turn into a job. I'm gonna have to do a whole separate segment on that. But they do. And, you know, what's the point of keeping things if you just barely gonna use it? We have our few things that make us feel good, and I feel like that's okay. You know, I feel like that's more than enough. And I don't know, it's just something about adorning myself to start the day and seeing the transformation, adding the oils, adding the lip gloss. I'm gonna start doing my makeup more because that's really fun. I was never a makeup girly, but I started doing my makeup in 2020, and then we had to start wearing masks. Oh my gosh, y'all, ruined my life. But I'm still even a minimalist with that. But it doesn't take a lot to beautify yourself. Like, just do what makes you feel good. At this point, the train is just saying full speed ahead, okay? That's what they trying to communicate to us. That's what I'm getting from that anyway, if y'all keep hearing it, because it just want to be seen in the background. But I just wanted to share this moment to tell you to beautify your life. You know, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you look good. And whatever you use to do that, that's your thing. If it makes you feel good, you don't have to explain that to anybody but you. Like, girl, I'm putting on holy water right now. Like, and I love adorning like my throat and stuff with it, but it just, you know, just do what makes you feel good. Your beauty is your ritual. And I was just really appreciating my altar and my room space because it took a lot for me to be able to decorate my own space and finally have my own space and decorate it in a way that feels full authentic to who I am as a person and who I've always been. And I don't know, it's just a lot of gratitude to be found in the beauty. And beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. And I think that's what makes it all the more special, because you get to choose and you get to define what beauty means to you. And there's something so freeing about that.